I guess we can get started now since it's time. And I already see a lot of participants joining in from different time zones across the globe. So, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning uh, to your respective time zones. And welcome to this webinar series of EonXR. This is October 2021 monthly webinar. And myself, Sangeeta, I'm Customer Success Manager with Eon Reality. And today's presentation will be hosted by myself with my colleague Bhavya, who is a senior learning designer in Eon Reality. So, in today's presentation, we would try to discuss some of the aspects of how Eon XR is revolutionizing learning in medical sciences. I can see some more participants still joining in. So, I'll just keep the pace low in the beginning. And since it's a very short presentation, we'll try to keep it short and finish it within 40 to 45 minutes max. And at the end, we can open for a question answer session for about 10 to 15 minutes. So during the presentation, if you have any query, feel free to put it in the chat window. So either me or Bhavya can take care of those, or we can answer them at the end of the presentation. And at the end, we can have a call. You can talk as well. Okay, so for the interest of time, even though we call it the EonXR solutions in medical sciences, we'll be talking mostly towards the human anatomy aspect of medical science. Sorry. And just a disclaimer that both me and Bhavya, we are not subject experts. We are not from medical backgrounds. But yes, we have tried our bit to understand the complex structures and mechanisms which I'll be showcasing with you, the models of the human organs and systems and their working principles. So bear with us and we will try our best to convey the same that we have gathered from the EonXR solutions. All right. So we are getting started now. Okay, but before we actually talk about some of the key solutions of EonXR platform, I would like to take a step back and take a look at the timeline of human anatomy studies. So it's a very ancient discipline of study, human anatomy, that dates back to as old as 3rd century BC. And this is one discipline of medical science that where you can't really afford to do mistakes. Broadly saying, in medical science, you can't really afford to do mistakes anywhere when you are treating your patients or doing a surgery or such things. But when it comes to human anatomy, it is the most demanding discipline of medical science that demands that requires that the content is demonstrated through accurate and appropriate visual methods. So your drawings, your models, your explanations, whatever you are presenting to your students has to be 100% accurate, right? So when we look back at the beginning of the human anatomy studies, it's basically Claudius Galen, one of the renowned physician of ancient times, who has kind of laid the foundation of human anatomy studies back in 3rd century BC. And he has started creating some kind of drawings to explain the complex working mechanism between the human circulatory system, nervous system, and so on. And so much so, his drawings and demonstrations were so popular that they have dominated the European medicine for about 1300 years. Jump to 13th century, and the interpretation of medical illustrations or anatomical illustrations became slightly colorful. And in this drawing, we can see that we slowly started incorporating colors. Like especially here, they have incorporated the red color to depict the structure of human veins inside the body. Around 14th century, the studies of human dissection came into practice. And one of the prominent British proctologists, John Ardern, was one of the first ones to draw detailed diagrams of human body systems once they are cut open. Around 15th to 16th century, so we are kind of jumping centuries one by one to see the major breakthroughs and milestones in the study of human anatomy. So when we came to 15th and 16th century, the human anatomy studies kind of took an artistic turn when Leonardo da Vinci came into the scene, and with his medical illustrations, he was able to present human body structures through a 3D pattern. So he is the first person to add depth to the diagrams. So what we call today as our 3D models, basically this is the foundation of that. Moving on to 16th century, one of the breakthrough in human anatomy is the publication of the Fabrica of Andreas Vesalius. He published a series of 7 books, which is called the Fabrica. And this is like one of the major breakthrough in human anatomy, where the entire structure and working principles of human body was consolidated and presented to the students. One of the major developments around 17th century was when some of the physicians and medical professionals started drawing the illustrations to explain the physiology of human body. So for example, blood circulation and the drawings created by William Harvey was one of the major breakthroughs of human anatomy around 17th century. 19th century, yes, another big milestone for human anatomy when Gray's Anatomy was published in 1858, and that came with excellent drawings, illustrations, and label diagrams, and it totally changed the way the students used to learn medical science so far. Around 20th century, the learning of anatomy became much more interactive, and we could see the introduction of multi-layered male and female toys or paper dolls. So you can basically layer them up and see how the different organs and systems are placed against each other. Also, along with the paper dolls, we had the incorporation of plastic anatomical models that could be assembled and disassembled for learning and training purposes. Came 21st century, and we saw a variety of different visual approaches, including the 3D animations, videos, and such things, wherein we could basically relate between a 3D model, the working principle, the physiology, and everything that you can think within the medical sciences. And just when we thought that nothing can be better than this in terms of visual interpretation and understanding and reproduction of the data when it comes to actual on-job performance, there came the Eon XR metaverse. So when I say Eon XR metaverse, it's basically a big umbrella terminology, the metaverse. It's kind of a digital reality. So what we present to you as Eon XR metaverse solutions are a combination of multiple different realities that includes augmented reality, virtual reality, which can be presented in social media, where you can interact with your learners virtually and perform different actions. So just to recap this particular slide, I started with a model of some part of human skeleton. This is the pelvic girdle and the leg bones that we are looking at, right? So just a small clip to show how I started with a 3D model. I was able to disassemble them. From a whole, I could go into smaller parts. Then I could actually project them into an augmented reality mode, where you can see that the same structure is sitting against my own reality, right? It's the background of a house. And then last but not the least, the same model can be manipulated against a virtual reality environment as well, using certain head mount devices. For example, Oculus Quest or HTC Vive. And just to catch you up with the next part of the discussion, we, Eon XR, are an educational content development platform. Using the platform, you can build your own knowledge metaverse experiences without any requirement of prior coding knowledge. So it's a ready-to-use platform. You can basically come to the platform and create your own content. And it's a cloud-based platform. So basically, you can access the platform from anywhere across the globe using any device, because we are a device agnostic solution. So you can use it in your laptop, in your desktop, in your smartphones, tablets, everywhere. And we are supported by the major operating systems as well. So you can use it in Android or Google Play Store or App Store in both the cases with equal ease. So in today's presentation, what me and Bhavya will be taking you
The
through
medial surface.
The models and the 3D models and interactions that we'll be showcasing in today's presentation are mostly created by one of our reseller called Focus Medica. So Focus Medica has been an industry leader from past 20 years, and they have been pioneering in creating visual animations for studies of health and medicine. And currently, their team of medical experts are creating both AR/VR content for human anatomy using the Ion XR platform. So the reason for showcasing Focus Medica content is that it's just a showcase batch. So you can expect to reproduce or recreate similar kind of interactions and metaverse experiences using the platform, provided you have the right tool for your design and development. All right. Okay. Now, in this part of presentation, I'll take the next 5 to 6 minutes explaining some of the key features of Ion XR Metaverse, which has been created in collaboration with Focus Medica. So here we are looking at the cross section of human brain. And as I start the presentation, you can see that how we switched from 3D to the augmented reality effortlessly. It's just a single tap. So when you are using your mobile phone and the Ion XR is being used in the mobile phone, you can easily toggle between the 3D and the augmented reality mode effortlessly. It's just a single touch. Okay. Now I'll be showing some of the interactions that I'm doing with my brain cross-section model. As you can see, I'm able to move it all 360 degree. I'm able to create labels to basically present a particular part. I'm able to zoom in, zoom out, and move around the object in a 360 degree fashion. So the conversion between 3D to augmented reality, as I told, it's effortless, and you can do it multiple times. And the creation of these models can be performed using both CAD and non-CAD tools. So we have been predominantly using 3ds Max, for example, but even non-CAD tools can be used, or even I'm not going to mention all the details because we are now focusing more on the the content part more than the technicalities. So I'll be briefly talking about the content and the functionalities right now. Okay. If you look at the models that we are showcasing, so the brain and now the brain stem, since I have isolated the brain stem, you would notice that they are like kind of shiny and very bright, and they kind of tune with the light source. This is so because the models are photorealistic, and we use a technology called PBR, or physical based rendering. So when the models are rendered through the physical based rendering, you basically see them interacting with the real time light and shadow. And similarly, with the excellent lighting, you can also see that the models present you responsive shadows, right? So as the model is manipulated and moved all around, you can see that the shadows are also behaving accordingly. Okay. Now here, as we are looking at this hypothalamic nuclei, which is like an internal part of the complex human brain, I would like to talk about the explode function. So if I can go back slightly and play from here, see that that hypothalamic nuclei was a part of the human brain here. So what we have done, we have basically isolated it, and now we are examining it as a single entity. So this is something we call explode function. And using this, you will be able to dismantle your object and assemble them back together based on your learning and training needs. Okay. One more important function that we have been seeing here is the annotation function. So annotation, again, is a toggle function. And based on your requirement. So if you are just looking to present your object and not the label and have the screen clutter free, you can go for just switch off the annotations, which is the second button on the left hand side panel. So next, after me, when Bhavya talks about the different functionalities, excuse me, she'll be highlighting more on this different aspects of the functional tools that we have it in the authoring tool. So you can decide whether to have it activated or completely deactivate. All right. Moving on to the scaling function. Ion XR models come with an excellent function of scaling up and down. So right now we are looking at this cerebellum, which is a part of the brain, a major part of the brain. And you can see that I can either go close by zooming in, you just pinch in, pinch out in your smartphone screen, or you basically physically move close to the object and see it scale up and scale down. And there is something in IonXR platform called 1:1 scaling. So using which you can basically scale it up to a life-size object. Here comes another example of explode. So here you can see that initially the dural sinus was placed against the human skull, but now we are able to kind of isolate it and examine it as a part of the object and not as the whole. And you can anytime go back to the whole view. One more important feature is the watermark. So here, as you can see, we have this Focus Medica watermark placed here. So expecting that you are creating your own content, you should be able to have your own watermark placed somewhere, either on the left bottom corner or right bottom corner or anywhere else in the screen. Just sorry.
Sorry for the interruption. So I will just now take over from here as Sangeeta has some issue with her network. So I'll be sharing my screen now. So Sangeeta was mentioning about the different anatomical features and the models that are really good. So now we'll proceed further how metaverse experiences can add value to those anatomical models and bring more through learning. So as you can see here, there are already metaverse experiences created in the Focus Medica Institute related to anatomy. You can create or view these metaverse experiences without any coding expertise. The best part is that you can access them in all realities. Let it be the touch mode, you can seamlessly switch over to the augmented reality and as well the virtual reality. This will give you the required immersiveness. If you see the slicing of planes in the virtual reality enables viewpoints that are not feasible in the real world. And each experiences are integrated with knowledge nuggets with specific objective. As this case of heart, which has anatomical complexity, it is enriched with lot of knowledge nuggets. So here you can interact with the model holistically by using various exploration tools, and you can also view from different angles to get different perspectives. So here the labels uh, have been enabled, and you can see the explode part to view all the different components of the heart model. And also you can enable the transparency wherein you can see the inner detail of the heart model. There is also a dissection tool where you can separate each component apart and as well snap it back together. Now let us get deep dive into the different interactive activities that can be added in Metaverse experience. So first let us explore the audio part. To have more contextual learning, audio narrations can be added and you can listen or view these audio narrations. As you can see here, we have enabled captions.
Between the two, the ascending aorta and pulmonary trunk prevented from being seen on the sternocostal.
And then you can also simultaneously access video when you're also interacting with the
interior model. Is best viewed from the lateral surface by raising a triangular flap from the auricle towards the pulmonary veins.
And next, if there are any PDF and images that are integrated with the heart model can also be accessed very easily. So this enhances different learning modalities which infuses the knowledge retention that is required. The next we will explore is the 3D recording feature. This is a premium feature wherein you can induce the learner's attention towards the model and focus on specific topic that is being discussed here. So as you're narrating about the topic, you can also interact with the model and highlight specific component of interest. Along with these interactive activities, you can also assess your students' learning by having these learning activities such as the quiz and also the identify and as well the locate. So this will enhance their knowledge retention of their self-directed learning. These metaverse experiences are available in multiple languages and can be customized to your own regional language. If you see, this is an example for
Las
Spanish
articulaciones en
language,
bisagra permiten que los huesos
本能弯曲对身体造成损害。
meist durch
German
Gelenke miteinander verbunden sind.
and
このため、
Japanese.
体の姿勢を変える動きは、
Now let's see how Collaborate works within the metaverse experience. You can easily collaborate using the spatial meeting feature within the metaverse experiences. So all you need to do is you can connect in the shared virtual space, and our Xeon XR platform is device agnostic. You don't require any special hardware to have these experiences, and you can host multi-user session and invite your collaborators across the globe. And also you can digitally teleport them to your virtual reality and start interacting with them as 3D avatars that you can see here. Now see how you can do the spatial meeting. All you have to do is choose the relevant metaverse experience that you want to have your collaborators to join, and then click on the start meeting feature. So once it is enabled, you can share this code with your collaborators using the share button and choose relevant region which is closest to you. And once it is chosen, you can enable the spatial meeting. So once enabled, you can choose the avatar. Your colleagues and the collaborators can view you as a 3D avatar here. So once enabled, the metaverse experience will be shown as a AR experience here, and the collaborators, whoever has joined, can be seen as a 3D avatar. You can see they are able to view the environment that they are present and also interact with it. So my colleague, she has joined from the other part of India remotely, and I'm able to see virtually here in my own environment. I can see the interaction of what all she's doing here. And in spatial meeting, I can physically move around this environment and start interacting with it. This is very useful for my training purpose, wherein I can guide my students and get them familiarized with the environment, which there are a lot of limitations in actual. For example, this is an operation theater where they have to be very careful. So before they get into the real environment, they can experience of how it is being in actual there. So these are something that spatial meeting will add value to your learning here. So if you want to experience all these, you can register to our eonreality.com as a freemium user. Click on start for free, and you can download our app freely from Google Play if you're an Android user, or from App Store if you are an Apple user, or through Windows 10 desktop, and as well Oculus Quest VR headset. We are open for question and answers. If you have anything, please, you can start. So we have one question. It's possible to share with us this AR digital resources to test in our environment. Yes, you can register for free using our app, and then you can download our app and have these experiences. And you can also use the markerless AR, and you can get the AR digital environment in your particular reality here. I'll be sharing the a starter kit for you to log into the app. Does the spatial meeting only for working VR, not in the AR mode? The spatial meeting which I showed is in the AR mode. It works fine in both AR and VR as well. In the AR mode, what you saw was in the 1:1 scale. So in that way, you are seeing in the real life how it will be. Sangeeta, you're on mute. We can't hear you, Sangeeta. I'm There's one more question. It says IT geography. Could I record, let's say, a river or a landscape and then add the annotations and video to teach about these features? Yes, you can very well do. We have a 360 lesson feature wherein you can take images in 360 and start adding those hotspots and very easily create lessons out of these. One question is, can we use it in mobile storytelling? Please, any specific example? Yes, you can use it for mobile storytelling. I'm not sure what specific are you looking for, but yes, you can use our platform and create these metaverse experiences. So I have shared the link, the Yon Reality link. You can click on the start for free. Let me share my screen and show it to you. So I've shared this link. You can click on start for free and become a freemium user. So as a freemium user, you can start creating 5 metaverse free experiences here. Please enter your credentials and click on next. So as a freemium user, you can start creating these. Okay. Yes, it is very useful for an academic library as well. There's one more question. It says, is it possible to find a 3D anatomy model that uses images from the real human? Uh, you can create these kind of models also using the photogrammetry. You can click images and using the iCloud, you can convert into a 3D model and upload into our platform. That is feasible. Yes, there are a lot of industrial applications as well. As I mentioned, in if you explore our website, there are a lot of industry application as well. So you can explore this section. application examples. And you can see there are a lot of industry related application examples that you can explore in depth. And currently we are tied up with this Yon merged in medical Choco, wherein we have built this kind of experiences. If you can still see my screen, yes. So we have any. So as a training part of the kids where they get scared, so this has been built and it is very useful for getting the kids accustomed to this kind of environment where they are really scared to get their MRI scan done. So it is very much useful at the industrial scale as well. Is there a backend level? Using a platform, you can also create these models end to end and also create these metaverse experiences. What I showed you was the final end product, but using a platform, you can add annotations and all the add interactivities as I showed to you. Here we are targeting in the micro learning level. Is it composed of curriculum per level or topic? So here we are targeting at the micro learning level where you can create a playlist out of these micro learning and create a curriculum out of it. Okay, there's one more question, which is you can this is you don't require a 360 camera, so you can import directly the 360 images that you have created and then start creating these experiences. There's one more question here. It says, my question is related to the final feature you mentioned, the meeting in which educator and students could participate as avatar. Do we need special new assets for that, or we can do that using the previous 3D models? In my case, in this case, 3D model lesson, it keeps appearing the message. For a spatial meeting, it is necessary that you enable one-to-one scale so that it shows in real life scale, and as well it has to be enabled the environment so that you can do the spatial meeting using even the 3D model that we showed. Yes, Yon platform is applicable for all the domains. As I already mentioned, it is also applicable even for physics as well. I think we have covered most of the questions. Any questions or anybody wants to speak can raise their hand. So if there are no more questions, we will end the session now, and this web recording will be available for your reference. Thank you all for joining.